High School, just down the road there. It's with immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you guys today, sharing the extraordinary story of our NJROTC program, referred to as Topper Company, and the exceptional cadets who are its heart and soul. We're deeply thankful for the Rotary Club of Los Alamos and your unwavering support for our community. Your dedication to service, leadership, and the betterment of our town resonates deeply with our own mission. Like your organization, we believe in fostering integrity, goodwill, and a profound sense of service, contributing to the unique character and strength of our beloved mountain community. The NJROTC program's narrative is one of enduring vision and transformative impact. It began in 1911 with the foresight of Army Inspector Lieutenant Edgar R. Stevens, a visionary who recognized the power of instilling fundamental life skills in young people. He understood that military training could be a vehicle for cultivating discipline, character, and a deep-seated sense of civic responsibility. This vision gained formal recognition with the National Defense Act of 1916, which officially established the JROTC program, with the inaugural Army JROTC unit forming at Leavenworth High School in Kansas in 1917, which is still in existence today. The program's early years were marked by challenges, particularly following the World Wars, as resources were understandably prioritized elsewhere. However, the JROTC Vitalization Act of 1964 proved to be a pivotal catalyst, opening the doors for all service branches to participate. This landmark legislation led to the creation of the Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps and the program's subsequent expansion across the globe. Today, over 600 NJROTC units, including our own Topper Company, are shaping the lives of young individuals from the continental United States to Alaska and Hawaii, and to the distant corners of Japan, Italy, and Spain. The Naval Service Training Command, NSTC, at Great Lakes, Illinois, serves as the vital backbone of our program, ensuring its continued success and providing the necessary resources for our cadets to thrive. They meticulously manage funding, oversee personnel, and provide the essential materials that enable us to deliver a comprehensive and enriching experience. The NJROTC instructors are a dedicated cadre of retired Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard officers and enlisted personnel, bringing a wealth of experience and expertise to classrooms. They are more than just educators. They are mentors, role models, and guides, imparting not only academic knowledge, but also the invaluable life lessons they garnered during their distinguished military careers. Many have served in demanding leadership positions, facing complex challenges that honed their abilities to inspire, motivate, and lead. Our program, however, transcends the traditional boundaries of military training. My teaching partner and our Naval Science Instructor, or NSI, Petty Officer Matthew Boland, and I have tried to advance a holistic approach to developing well-rounded individuals, fostering a strong sense of community, and cultivating responsible and engaged citizens. Nationally, NJROTC cadets contribute a staggering 1.4 million hours of community service annually, about 18 hours per cadet. Here in Los Alamos, our cadets consistently surpass the national average, averaging an impressive 48 hours each, totaling nearly 5,000 hours last year alone. They don't just learn about the abstract concept of service, they actively embody it, making a tangible and lasting difference in our community. Our program, Topper Company, provides a transformative experience for 9th through 12th graders. Tracy Drake, mother of Emma, a 2022 graduate, and Evelyn, a current NJROTC cadet, says, "I have had the benefit of having both my daughters be involved in the LAHS NJROTC program over the last few years, and this program has given both of them unique and challenging experiences. This program doesn't change in structure, but the experience is very unique for each student. One of my daughters got to interact heavily with leadership and develop her skills in upward communication and leading. My other daughter has gotten the opportunity to build her peer leadership skills and step out of her comfort zone as a team commander with the unwavering support of her instructors. Both of them are more confident in themselves, but they also learned pretty great mentoring skills as well. This program is such a valuable asset to our community, and our students are so lucky to have access to it." Another parent, Kim Duplashane, whose son Guyden is in his first year, says, This program has changed my son's life and ours for the better. Gaiden enjoys the competitions and has made so many new friends that he's now considering joining the military. NJROTC is a cadet-run organization, mirroring the Navy command structure, which empowers cadets to develop invaluable leadership skills, which demand a high level of responsibility and skill. Our supply officer demonstrates fiscal acumen by managing a $500,000 budget and overseeing over $1 million in equipment. Our adjutant tackles complex event planning, from our annual Navy inspection to our command ceremony and military ball, requiring expertise in vendor negotiation, budget oversight, and logistical coordination. Our public affairs officer develops essential communication skills through media coordination, article writing for local publications, and social media management. It's remarkable that these positions are currently filled by high school juniors, providing them with a foundation of practical experience that will benefit them immensely. The impact of our program is profound and enduring. Cadets consistently cite discipline, confidence, teamwork, and the formation of lifelong friendships as key benefits, which speaks volumes about the program's effectiveness in preparing students for success. Maya Snowden, a junior in her third year of NJROTC, who also serves as our adjutant, had this to say: "I love the team building aspect of ROTC. It fosters a community where everyone is welcomed and accepted. I've learned how to be responsible, dedicated, and determined from ROTC." Faye West, whose daughter Sophia is in her final year and serves as Topper Company's commanding officer, says, "ROTC has truly transformed my daughter's high school experience, and it has been an incredible influence on her. It has instilled confidence, discipline, and leadership skills that have helped her excel in life, in the classroom, and in extracurricular activities. The ROTC family has helped Sophia grow as a leader and given her a strong sense of belonging and community." If I may, I'd like to delve a little bit into the specific achievements that underscore the caliber of our cadets and the impact that NJROTC has had on them. Speaking about academic excellence and holistic development, NJROTC cadets manage a remarkable 94% high school attendance rate, significantly exceeding the national average and demonstrating an unwavering commitment to their education. Further, 59% of NJROTC graduating seniors pursue higher education at colleges, universities, or trade schools, showcasing their dedication to lifelong learning and personal growth. Topper Company exceeds this average, with 100% of our graduating seniors going on to either colleges, universities, trade schools, or the military. We emphasize the importance of balancing academic pursuits with personal development, ensuring our cadets are equipped with the skills and knowledge they need to succeed in all facets of life. We focus on developing critical thinking, problem solving, and time management skills, all of which are essential for academic and professional success. Speaking of service in action and community engagement, our cadets are deeply embedded in the fabric of our community, actively participating in initiatives that address local needs. They have organized and executed a highly successful annual food drive for LA Cares, our local food bank, collecting 700 items in our first drive 4 years ago, 800 the following year, 3,200 last year, and this year surpassing 4,000 items, totaling nearly 9,000 items to support families facing food insecurity. And these are solely from the cadets. This is an in-house event. We don't ask for any outside help with it. They also spearhead the annual Till Valhalla 5K and Fun Run, raising over $15,000 for Mission 22, an organization dedicated to combating veteran suicide. This event not only raises crucial funds, but also fosters a sense of unity and awareness about the critical issue of veteran mental health. Beyond organized events, our cadets are constantly looking for ways to serve, whether it's volunteering at local events, assisting in various activities around the school district, or participating in environmental cleanup projects. We instill in them the understanding that service is not an obligation, but a privilege and a responsibility. Competitive success and teamwork involves our physical fitness teams, which have achieved state championship status for the past 3 years, a testament to their unwavering dedication, discipline, and physical prowess. This past year, our drill and color guard teams joined them as state champions, and Tampa Company as a whole was awarded the overall state championship for the 2023 through 24 school year. This year, they qualified for the first time to compete in regional competition in Tucson, Arizona, against top programs from New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, and California, placing third. Their remarkable achievements reflect countless hours of rigorous practice, unwavering teamwork, and relentless pursuit of excellence. We emphasize the importance of teamwork, teaching our cadets that collective effort and shared commitment are essential for achieving common goals. They learn to rely on each other, support each other, and celebrate each other's successes. We are immensely proud to have earned the prestigious designation of Distinguished Unit with Academic Honors for the past 2 years, placing our program within the top 20% of over 600 JROTC programs worldwide. This recognition is a testament to the overall excellence of our program and the exceptional achievements of our cadets. It validates our commitment to providing a comprehensive and enriching experience that prepares our cadets for success in college, careers, and life. For opportunities for the future, cadets who successfully complete our program receive advanced promotion in the military, providing them with a significant advantage in their careers. Furthermore, myself as the SNSI, have the privilege of nominating exceptional cadets to compete for appointments to the U.S. Naval Academy, a highly competitive process that opens doors to unparalleled opportunities for leadership and service, which is normally only accessible through congressional nominations. Our designation as a Distinguished Unit with Academic Honors also affords us an additional 3 nominations to the United States Military Academy at West Point and the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. We strive to provide our cadets with the tools and resources they need to pursue their dreams and achieve their full potential. In closing, our cadets embody dedication, service, and leadership, representing the finest qualities of our community. I am immensely proud of their accomplishments. I extend a sincere invitation to each of you to visit our program and witness their remarkable achievements firsthand at our change of command ceremony next month on Friday, April 25th at 6:30 p.m. in Dwayne Smith Auditorium. Thank you for your time, and if anyone has any questions, I'm pleased to answer them.
So I'll ask this for Tim and Linda, who aren't here. You have the opportunity, if I understand this right, to provide, you mentioned nominations to Annapolis, West Point, Air Force. What about Kings Point?
Technically, we have nominations we can provide to the Naval Academy. Normally, as an SNSIs are only afforded 3 nominations just to the U.S. Naval Academy.
Okay.
The fact that we have been named a Distinguished Unit with Academic Honors,
Yep.
also gives me 3 more nominations to technically any of the service academies.
Okay.
So Army, Air Force, Coast Guard, Merchant Marines, all of the service academies.
Okay.
They're just usually quieter. Most people don't know about them.
Cool.
Any other questions?
Yeah, so how often each week do the students meet, and what kind of drills and activities do they do?
Time commitment.
Yeah. Right now we have a full complement of competition teams. We have unarmed regulation drill, which is regular marching. We have unarmed exhibition drill, which is fancier, claps, stomps, chants, stuff like that. We also have armed regulation and armed exhibition, which is kind of the same thing, but with rifles. We have male and female color guard competition teams. We have marksmanship, precision and sport marksmanship teams, as well as a male and female physical fitness teams. We have practices 5 days a week, and the vast majority of them, actually all of them, since the school's schedule changed and we start later in the day now, all of the kids are there at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Some of them every single day because they're on multiple teams practicing. We go through 6 competitions a year. We just competed in Santa Fe at the Capital City Drill Meet this past weekend. We don't have the article in the paper yet. It will be there tomorrow. Did very well. Normally, our program's been rebuilding. COVID really did a number on the program. So when I got here in 2021, there wasn't much because the program it was on its last legs. But we've slowly been building it back up, and we've finally gotten to the point to where we can compete regardless of the size of schools that we're competing against. Previously, we didn't do very well in combined events. The 4A and 5A events where they were split and there's just separate placements for those, we compete 4A. We would do pretty good there, but the combined ones we wouldn't. But this past weekend, we competed, got multiple second place finishes, multiple third place finishes. So for the first time, they competed and stood with the larger units and the larger schools. I will say one thing I do want to brag about. We've actually managed next year, our numbers are going to be double what they are this year. This program has never achieved 100 cadets. It's always been kind of skirting by. And next year, we're probably going to be upwards of about 150 cadets within just 1 year. We doubled.
With that said, you just talked about span of control and the load on you and I think the petty officer first class, right? Additional instructors, or let's say, I don't know if you take parent participants like James, what is that increase in cadet number and your brigade gonna do to your need for additional adult leadership?
So every ROTC unit is required to have 2 instructors. That was one reason the program's on its last legs when I got here in 2021. There were no instructors. So I was by myself to rebuild the program for the year. That was a lot. If we hit 150, we would have to consistently stay there for a few years. Once you hit up 150 cadets, you're then authorized a 3rd instructor. But you have to stay there for a while. It can't just be an anomaly. You just jump up 1 year and your numbers plummet back down again. So if we stay at about 150, we could conceivably get a 3rd instructor, which this program has never had, and very few programs actually get to those numbers.
Now, as an instructor, are you and the petty officer certified like teachers are in the state of New Mexico? Did you have to go through education and training for that, or how's that work?
The requirements are different state by state. In New Mexico, they did not require us to get a teaching license. All ROTC instructors are certified and background checked through the Navy prior to being certified as an instructor. It's not just, hey, I'm retiring, I want to be an instructor. Like, okay, here you go. You have to go through a rigorous application process, interview process, the same background checks that teachers go through as well. But then other states require the ROTC instructors to get licenses. Here in New Mexico, we don't.
Okay. Well, if you get to 150, sorry.
It is a class. It is a class. Class-wise, it is known as Naval Science. First-year cadets are technically in Naval Science 1, Naval Science 2, and NS 3, and NS 4. And typically those classes are separate. The freshmen are in one class, the second year is another third, because really you would instruct them differently. You know, the freshmen need the basics. The seniors don't need that. But our program's been small for a while, and we see value in having combined classes because it gives the upperclassmen opportunities for leadership. And also, it opens up to more class periods so we get more kids that way too. There's that.
So do you get paid?
Yes, we get paid.
By the Navy or state of Mexico or?
So right now, our pay is based on how much we would be getting paid if we were still in active duty. So what happens is the Navy tells the school district, this is how much this person is getting up for retirement. This is the difference between that person's retirement pay and their active duty pay. You have to pay that instructor that difference. And then the Navy will kick back half of that amount. So, I mean, honestly,
VA amounts aren't included in that, right? It's just your retirement compensation.
say that again?
The VA component of that isn't in that equation, correct?
Completely separate.
Okay,
Right?
gotcha.
Yeah, disability payments from the VA are a completely different thing.
Okay,
So like if the difference was say $60,000 between retired pay and active duty pay, the school district pays you $60,000 and the Navy gives them $30,000 back.
okay, cool.
It's a pretty decent deal.
Yeah. And when must you retire from teaching junior ROTC? Is there, I mean, are you gonna be a 70-year-old chief?
Well,
With green on your anchors and.
Actually, these buttons have green on them, just because my cover fell in the water the first time I ever wore it. Anyway, possibly. I mean, just retirement is regular teaching, retirement age. There are some instructors that are out there for a long, long time. Wes Shoemaker, who used to be the instructor years ago here at Los Alamos, he is retired officially. He officially retired years ago. He was here. He ran the program for a good 13, 14 years. Retired, but my first year when I was by myself, he was there every day helping me and training me. And he still shows up and helps with our marksmanship teams. Gets him out of the house. He still enjoys it. He's an incredibly good marksmanship shooter. Marksmanship shooter. Yeah. So it's kind of up to you. If you want to stick around, you can stick around.
Cool.
Yes.
I was curious, it seems like there's a very comprehensive set of instruction. You have both classroom instruction and drills and physical training that takes place. But I was wondering if there are opportunities for the students that might be interested in things like seamanship or sailing, or, you know, if there are programs that they could participate in where they can go and they can actually go out on a boat and kind of.
New Mexico.
Well, I know where but you know, you can have programs maybe in you know, San Diego or someplace.
Okay.
You know,
Well, to piggyback on Greg, I always wondered when I got here, why is there a Navy unit in the middle of New Mexico? I know now, it's across the left, but I had the exact same thought. Anyway, there are some opportunities. During the summer, during June, there's 3 different camps that we can take the kids to. One is called Leadership Academy, that we take our senior cadets who are taking charge their senior year. We have basic leadership training that we take our incoming sophomores to, and there's also Sail Academy. The first 2 happen in El Paso, in the desert, in the summer. Those are fun. The other one is at Cochiti Lake, that Sail Academy. They take sailboats out on the lake and stuff like that. We've never been able to do that because they hold Sail Academy the same time the leadership academies are going on. Last year we went to Colorado Springs. We try to do a big trip for the cadets, for the seniors and juniors, every 2 years, give them a reward. Last year we went to Colorado Springs to the Air Force Academy and presented a color guard at an NHL hockey game. And next year we're hoping to take the cadets to San Diego, hopefully to find a ship that's going on a Tiger cruise so they can go out for the day and get their sea cruise ribbon, so they'll quit asking me about it. 4 years, can we get our sea cruise? I'm like, no, you have to be out on a boat. And they're like, I've been on a boat. Okay, your parents' boat does not count. But there are some opportunities. It's just sometimes difficult.
You know, it gives them something to work towards.
Yes, lots of opportunities. Like I was talking about, our supply officer, $500,000 budget, over $1 million worth of equipment that junior oversees with an assistant and with a 4-person team that they also oversee.
A lot of responsibility.
Our adjutant coordinates with vendors, negotiates prices and everything. They get events up to the point of need a signature from us. And our public affairs officer, she manages all of our media, all the articles that are in the paper, anything you find online is done by our public affairs officer. They're juniors. So they have that they can put on college applications. I mean, how many juniors can say I managed $1 million worth of equipment? There are opportunities. And also, I like to brag about these kids. We require them to get 48 hours of community service every year, 12 hours per quarter. At the end of the school, at the end of 4 years, if they've done this, they will have accumulated almost 200 hours of community service. And we tell them that goes in college applications. You know, are we going to tell them that you were sweeping a hallway in the school? No, you did community service. That's what matters. So for us, myself and Pet Officer Bolin, we could care less if they go to the military. We just want to prepare them for what comes next after high school. that's the point for us.
That's a good goal.
Yes?
What other extracurricular things can a kid realistically work in while still doing the JROTC?
So, a lot of our kids are on sports teams, that are in band, they're on debate club, esports and everything. The upside of the fact that the school schedule, class schedule has changed to where we had to move all the practices in the morning, no one else has practices in the morning. They all have their practices after school. So it's opened the door even more for the cadets to do other things as well. So we like that. Sometimes conflicts come up and we hash those out with the cadets. You know, we had a state swim meet at Santa Fe, not at Santa, in Albuquerque at the same time. The cadet came to us like, hey, I've got this going on, but we're also gonna be here. We figured out, we work with them. You know, and we have one cadet, she's like, I really need to be there. I'm like, cool. So I got another cadet, filled her spot and competed. So we do our best to support the cadets in everything they do, because why not?
So you need a class of how to be in 2 places at once.
Previous years it was more difficult because all of our practices were after school, because we got out of school like at 3 o'clock, 3:15, something like that. But now that since we've moved into the mornings, it's a lot easier for the kids. They can do a lot more. The only conflicts now are the competition days, which we don't have many. We tell them at the beginning of the school year, these are the competitions, so you can plan accordingly. Yes?
So when you finally step aside from this, after your kids are off to college, you step aside from this, how do you carry on?
Graduating this year.
My question is, how late will you get to sleep in the morning?
Not very.
Well, when I retire, or if I'm still doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll continue to do this. My daughter, she's graduating this year. She's the Command Master Chief.
Yep.
So it's been a great experience for her, because we moved here her freshman year. So I've gotten to literally hang out with her for the past 4 years. So it's been really great. I'll continue to do this. I love it. I love when the kids are excited, when they do well. I mean, honestly, everyone gets they're like kind of worn down. But man, when they go to a competition and they get a trophy and they start going nuts, it's worth it.
Well, when you do hang it up, find me. I'll teach you how not to get your hair cut. Eat what you want, when you want, and like stop running and doing stuff like, that's something I'll throw out for you.
Oh, no problem. I mean, that is one thing, you know, I retired from the military and went directly into a job where I still wear the uniform and still conform to all the standards. And at first I was like, do I really want to do this? But it's worth it. It's worth it. The kids are what make the job worth it. Cool. Any other questions?
What do you attribute the growth in the program to over the time that you've been leading it?
We try our best to make this not a class, not a random room you go into like math class or English and you have no interaction with anybody else. We try our best to make this feel like a family. Because I mean, honestly, these cadets, if they do the entire 4 years, they're with the same people for 4 years, growing side by side for 4 years, and supporting each other and improving. The family aspect of it. Because honestly, I'm an adult. We can go to the middle school, and myself, Pet Officer Bowling, can tell middle school kids, oh, this is great, all day long. They're not gonna care. It's the kids that come with us, and they're the ones that convince them this is worth it. It's work, but it's worth it. So that's our thing. We try to make a family out of it. They support each other. Like right now, this week, I'm elaborating because again, I love these kids. This week they're going through advancement exams. You know, he couldn't take his advancement exam today because of the internet thing. He's got it Thursday, but he passes practical. He's good. He's halfway there. The older cadets train the younger cadets. We're doing advancement exams this week. At the end of every quarter, cadets have the opportunity to take exams and advance. If they pass the advancement exam with a certain grade, for us, 80, they have to get a grade of 80 for cadets or first class and junior, 90 for chiefs and above, because there's more expectations. Once they get that done, then the older cadets who are out of the advancement process pick them up, they're like, hey, let's go. Because then they have to do a practical, and the older cadets train the younger cadets so they know how to do all these things. So it makes connections just form naturally that way. That answer your question?
Yeah, that's great.
Awesome.
Now we could only convert the whole school to a military academy. We'd be sorry. I was joking.
Oh.
People often
That's what Alamogordo
what I
is for.
say being serious.